Okay guys, I got this staff today while I was out. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is yet. I'm going to ask my dad about that, but it was real straight and it just seemed to kind of call out, so I cut it down and I shaped it a little bit, and I got some glue on both ends for it to harden so that when it dries it doesn't split the ends. But I got all this bark here that I stripped off of it, and what I've been working on, here. I've been working on making my own cordage with it. Just twisting it, and then I'm twisting a center strand, and then I'm braiding two other strands on top of that. So it's going to be real strong, and then I'm going to wrap it around the staff itself, use its own cordage to wrap it. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap some here a little bit, and then I'll show you how to weave it into the next portion so that you can keep your rope going on. Alright, I'll be back with you here in just a little bit. Okay guys, before I work on braiding it all together, what I'm working on right now is taking this bark, taking this off the outer layer, excuse me, to get to this nice fibrous middle core white stuff. And what I'm doing is taking these long pieces and just setting those aside so I can use it for braiding while I'm tearing out the heartwood or new growth on these pieces here. Okay, well, I'll work on a little bit of that, and then I'll show you. Setting all that aside, get rid of that. Okay, here's some wood I can do it to. Part of bark on here, I can just dig in there with my fingernail and tear that bark off there and then split it out. Okay, we'll get back with you. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Basically what I'm doing is digging in there and I'm peeling away this inner fibrous area. Taking little pieces off, setting them aside. Back up here, dig in with my thumb again, and as I dig in with my thumb, you can see it pulls away from the bark, an extra little layer of new growth that was on there. We get a real long one going on here. We can really braid some stuff without having to braid too many alternate strands in right away. Alright, just like that. Now, I'm doing this inside. Anybody else that's going to do this inside, I hope you have an understanding why. Mine's understanding as long as I understand that I'm cleaning it up when I'm done. Okay, that's all off this here. And now I'm not going to use the bark unless I run out of strands, but I'm getting enough strands here that I should be fine. So I'm going to set the bark aside anyway. Little strands like this are already ready to go, but they're, like I said, they're already small. You all know how to make natural cordage. I just thought it would be neat to use the same cord to wrap the staff with that I'm going to use this year with this bark itself, with its own natural cordage. That's enough of just paper thin. Okay, I'm going to show you how to wrap this in together now. If you can braid, you can do this. Alright. The one's got short here. I'm just going to add this to the braid. Hold on, my four-legged alarm's going off. Okay, show you how to braid this in, this long piece in. On the one that's getting short, I'll back up here, braid. If you can braid, you can do this. Add it in where the piece is at, and then just continue to braid. Make sure you're grabbing both pieces when you're at the joining piece and braid it in. Now the more you braid, the tighter the braid will be. But this is kind of time sensitive to a point, and you've got to get it done before the wood dries, but you got several hours. You couldn't wait 2 or 3 days, then do this. You need to do it right away before it dries. Alright guys, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say 6.5 feet of cordage. Natural cordage. I got a whole lot more here that I could make more from, and I got a bunch. I stripped that whole thing. I could probably make 10, 12 feet of this stuff if I wanted to. But I don't need much. I just wanted to make the wrapping for my pole here. I already wrapped it with blue cord here, but I don't like it. So we're going to put this man with here. If I can. Without cutting it. One thing that's not an easy knot to get out, is it? Okay. Make sure that's the right spot. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. little too tight. Went a little too far. That's okay though. Tear it. Just unravel it. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to start out here. Make this knot a little bit. You ain't got to wrap it real tight right away. Once you go to pull this knot tight, it'll tighten itself up. And I'm not like trying to wrap the whole staff here. I'm just trying to wrap a little portion of it to give myself a little bit of a grip on it. Under there just a little bit. Oh, see, like I said, it tightens itself up. And I will just
Captain, incoming message.
knock off my ends here. Clean up any frayed out pieces. There we go. Perfect for my hand. That's all I wanted, just something to give a good grip on it. Something wasn't going to slide. There we go. Hope you enjoy.